Hello, everyone. My name is Zelfie Smith. I'm a Career Services Advisor. I currently work with the Pharmacy Tech programs and Veterinary Assistant programs. Um, Unfortunately, I'm not able to give you your workshop in person, so I did a little recording here and I wanted to go over LinkedIn. This workshop is about networking. One of the ways that we can network professionally is through LinkedIn. So I'm going to show my screen now. And you should see here the login for LinkedIn. So you'll go to LinkedIn. Since you guys don't probably have an account, you're going to go to Join Now. Here you can use your email, create a password, and create an account. If you already have an account, then you'll just go to Sign In. You can see here I already have my information ready to go, and you're going to sign in. May ask you for a few things such as phone number. You can skip or get a code sent. And I'm just going to go ahead and log right into my account. Once you guys have created an account, you should be able to go to your portfolio. So as you can see here, here's my LinkedIn. I have my job title, which is Career Service Advisor. You can edit any of the settings, languages, anything like that. I'm going to go to view my profile so you guys can see. One of the things that you guys do want to do is make sure that you have a headshot photo, something professional as your image. You can have a background. They do have like a standard background that you can keep as well. You can kind of see here that you can add profile sections. So when you guys are creating this, you're going to start with the sections that they have on there, but you could always go in and add more. You can see here it has my area where I'm at, how many connections I currently have. You can add contact info. One of the important things that you guys need to do is do an about page. So you can see mine here. You can go to edit. Mine's kind of lengthy. You can make it as short as you want or as long as you want. I just decided to go into my field, what I've done in my experience. One of the things that you guys do want to do is set this up as if you were setting up a resume. Basically, it's a Facebook page, but instead of presenting, your interests and likes and everything like that, you're going to present your professional interests, likes, and about yourself professionally. So you can see here, I've, kind of just gave a brief description, what I'm interested in, what I've done in the past, schooling I've done, and what I plan to achieve in the future. So you can save that once you do your About page. You can also showcase featured items. So if there's something like a posting you're really interested in or an association you're interested in, you can add featured. On this portion too, your dashboard, it gives you who's reviewing your LinkedIn. So you can see mine, 68 people have viewed my LinkedIn. I came up in one search. And this search would probably go up in the numbers once I were to switch my profile to currently seeking. You can get salary insights as well in the particular job field you're looking for. All right, the most important part, your experience. So again, LinkedIn does this really nifty trick where it basically sets up your entire profile on your About page like a resume. So you can actually use this to apply for jobs and think of it as a living electronic version of your resume. You can go in and update it. You can see I've updated mine to reflect Career Service Advisor at Pima Medical Institute. Kind of on my other job descriptions, you can see I worked as a pharmacy technician. I have descriptions of what I've done while working at those facilities. Additionally, you'll post your education next. For you guys, you may not have a lot of work experience in your field, so your education might go first. You definitely want to highlight that you attended Pima Medical Institute and what uh, program you are graduating or currently working to. So you can see mine, I have an estimated graduation date of 2020, and it's saying what I'm going to school for. It also says what year I got my associate's degree. Next, it's going to have the license and certificate. So you can see here, this is where I placed my certified pharmacy technician license, what organization I'm licensed through. Alrighty, there's another nifty little trick here under skills and endorsements. So you can add new skills. Then I can say, hey, I am great with interpersonal skills, time management, career counseling, teaching, um, interpersonal communication, things like that. And I'm going to add them. Now, the nice thing about this is that you can endorse skills. So, for instance, I can go to one of my colleagues and they can say, hey, one of my skills is customer service. And I can be like, you know what? That's good. They are very good at customer service. I'm going to endorse that. So, I'm looking at this endorsement, and someone has endorsed me for customer service. Or I can endorse this person for customer service. So Angela, she's awesome. Admissions representative here. She does provide excellent customer service. I'm going to endorse that. Once I've endorsed someone's skill set, what it does for you guys is it's one thing to say, yes, I am great at customer service. It's another thing for someone who's worked with you to say you are good with customer service. So not only are you selling your skills, but other people can endorse that and give you like a reassurance and affirmation that you are really good at that skill. So that's one of the things you guys definitely want to do. And we'll get further into, networking, adding colleagues. For you guys, you're going to want to add not only career services, but your fellow classmates as well, because at some point, everyone's going to hopefully be working in their field, and you definitely want to stay in connections with your classmates. All right, accomplishments. Some of the things that you guys can put here are any honors or awards that you guys have received, particularly in your time while at school. So if you've had perfect attendance or you were on honors roll while you were in your program or currently are in your program, you want to add that on there. For me, it's been a while since I've been out of school, so one of the things I do is put any honors or awards I received in jobs that I've had. So you can see here, I received Teacher of the Year 1 year, so I'm going to put that on there. Organizations, and it's super important that you participate in organizations in your field. So for me, I'm a part of ASHP and New Mexico Pharmacy Association, and I've been a member for about 3 years. Any projects that you've done, and this can be work or school related. So if you did any volunteer work, any type of, you know, um, event that you've done in school. For instance, some of the dental assistant students, sometimes you guys participated in projects or extracurricular activities. Um, I know for VA students, you could have participated in a shock clinic, anything like that. You guys can put that under your accomplishments, under projects. So for me, I did a naloxone information and training event in which I hosted, for my students in the pharmacy, as well as the nursing students. So I put that on there. And then if an employer in an interview goes and reviews my LinkedIn account and they ask me about it, then I can go into further detail about what that entailed. Alrighty. And finally, and again, you guys can add more sections in this, but this is just what I have on here. Interests. So you can see that it'll automatically generate interests for me. For instance, it automatically generates CNM because I attended there. Places I was employed, so it has like PIMA on there. Organizations I'm a part of. Um, and also, it also has other interests that I've opted to select. So, for instance, I review pharmacy times because that's directly related to my field. First choice health, which is part of public health. So for you guys, you're going to want to select organizations and interests that directly relate to your field. If you want to add, all right, so you guys can add sections to your profile. You can add an intro, which is kind of like your about, any featured background, licenses, volunteer experience, additional skills, accomplishments. If you're bilingual, you're going to want to put that on there as well. So you can put languages. Like, for instance, I can put on there that I speak Spanish because I'm fluent in Spanish. Or you can start a Spanish profile if you're looking for places that are bilingual. Alrighty. So once I'm done, I'm going to save this. Looks like it's already good to go. So then I can go home, and there's my profile. Now it's going to pop up on my feed things that I'm interested in. So, for instance, um, it'll start popping up things like first choice, some of my interests on there, people that I follow, which is really good because you can share it just like you do on Facebook or any other of your social medias. You can follow associations. Another thing that's a really neat feature is that you can actually do a job search on here. So for me, you can, if I were to, let's say, look for a pharmacy tech position or a medical assistant position, type in medical assistant, and you're going to want to put the location because it's going to pop up from all around the United States. I'm going to put like New Mexico. And you can specifically select Albuquerque if you're in that area. And then it pulls up several different jobs. So it looks like Presbyterians hiring for family practice. They posted this a week ago. There's 3 other applicants. It also shows you any connections that you may have that work here. So for instance, some of my people in my network actually work for this organization. You can hit apply, and then it takes you to the page and where I can go ahead and apply for the position. So it's a very neat feature, a very good way for you to apply for jobs in your field and look for job postings. Now we talked a little bit about people within my network. So you guys can see that I have 93 connections. So that's like having 93 followers, kind of. But basically, these are people that I can connect with on LinkedIn. So there's some coworkers, there's some past coworkers, there's some places from different facilities, there's students, all kinds of things. So the larger your network grows, the more people and more places that you guys network with in the field. And in Albuquerque, New Mexico, we know it's a big city, but it's also a small city in which everyone knows everyone or knows someone, and it really does help you to know someone who works in the field or works for the organization that you are applying for. So you can connect with different people. I suggest that the first person you connect with is your career services advisor. So that would be me if you guys are in veterinary assistant or pharmacy technician. And that's my name there. So you can search me by my name, Zelfie Smith. If you are an MA, you're going to search for Candice Encino. And you can select her and add her. And it probably wait for um, you to or for her to respond, which she probably will, but it'll send you just like you send a friend request on Facebook. Here's another skills endorsement I can do, so I can endorse her skill. And it kind of gives you the highlights and all the information for that career services advisor. If you're a dental assistant, you're going to look up Amanda Cervantes. Here's Amanda's profile. Again, gives you all her connections and her about page. So you would just send a request. And that pretty much wraps up LinkedIn for you guys. It's a great resource to use. You can go ahead and do the premium, but they do charge you. I think you get a month free. But for the most part, it's free. So we just keep, the free profile. You still get all the benefits of that. You can still search for jobs. It gives me suggested jobs here or places that are looking for. And when we send you guys job leads, typically we look on LinkedIn, Indeed, all those job search engines, or just from the community, whoever lets us know they have a job opening or they're looking for someone. Again, your profile is a great way to have a professional resume as a social network tool that you can use. So someone can, if you apply for a job, someone can look you up on here and they can review all the things that you're interested in. These are the activities I had, for instance. So I really follow things on pharmacy. I suggest that if you're in a specific program, let's say veterinary assistant, you can look up a veterinary organization. So there's Veterinary Hospital Association, and you can follow them and get information on them. And then it gives you suggested organizations to follow. So you can follow National Association and all these other different associations on here. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact us. My email's zsmith@pmi.edu. Be sure to create your LinkedIn account. Make sure you get your headshot, your profile up to where it should be so that you have a strong profile on LinkedIn, and send us a request, a friend request. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for your time and attention. Hope to see you soon, and we'll be back to fully functioning in no time. Thanks. Have a great night.